Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
The sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for Gore on the ground last week. 20 carries, 99 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. This defense for the Commanders, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Off the play fake, Hicks. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. He's going to try and take off with it. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Hicks. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Hicks. Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down. Hicks. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Off play action. Hicks. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's third and long. Back to throw. Hicks. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
Well, obviously, the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit, too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Now a throw here to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On third down, Lawrence. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Off the play fake. Hicks. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Hicks. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. This is Pierman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Hicks. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hicks. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Hicks. That's complete right around the 8. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Hicks. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now the try here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Russell. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Lawrence will throw. Looking right sideline. That's complete. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Lawrence on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flynn. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They go play action with Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Russell. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. There's Chris Olave. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Olave. 37 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now on second down, this is Gore. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, Hicks. And this one complete to Smith.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Off play action, Hicks. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They run with Gore out of the shotgun. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. To throw on second down, Hicks. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On first down, it's Gore.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw.
Hicks.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. These two teams all tied after 1. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Hicks. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle to Evans. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hicks. It's complete. It's Gore. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence.
He finds his man complete. It's Russell.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
50, play.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
One of the best in the NFL in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't matter to the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flynn.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They go play action now. Lawrence.
He finds his man complete. It's Russell.
2nd and 11 now.
Again, it's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Russell. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Here's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Morrison. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
They stopped him in his tracks. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Russell. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick it up with Perkins. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Lawrence to throw. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Touchdown! From 4 yards out as they have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Point after here coming up. And that makes it 14-10. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Go now. 33. Yellow. Stand situation. Let's go. Ready.
Now Gore, handoff left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Off the play fake. Hicks. Looking here for Smith downfield. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
and the Eagles have regained the lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Now for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this, to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. It's Flynn. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Quick throw to Olave. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Operating from the gun, Lawrence.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. But to throw again is Lawrence.
And And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Up the middle they go. It's Russell, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense.
And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Commanders back out late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
The Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Hicks.
He's got Gore.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Down. Black. 95.
They'll look to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd down, they'll run with Gore. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, where it was the visiting Niners who are able to come away with the road victory. The 49ers need to string a few wins together here down the stretch, but this last one moves them back above 500 at 6-5. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
And that, nearly picked off. But it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 3 yards remain for second down. Back to throw. Hicks firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 1st and 10, Hicks. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. From the pistol, it's Gore. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hicks. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 51 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now the try here for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looking to throw. Hicks. And a quick throw here that's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They'll try it up the gut with Gore. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. On 3rd and 2, Hicks. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The Washington offense set to take over again.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
On play action, Lawrence.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throwing on 1st down.
Hicks.
And he wisely will throw that one away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Gore.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Gore again here on 1st down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Hicks throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Looking to throw.
Hicks.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Hicks. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Throwing on 3rd and long.
Hicks.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. He connected on his first, this from 41. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter
run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Russell, and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Lawrence, he finds his man, complete. That's Russell. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Commander's going to bring out the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And that gets them back within 10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Off play action. Hicks. This is Smith with a grab. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Hicks. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Gore now running out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day in play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hicks. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Back to the ground game here. Gore. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Hicks. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Washington offense back out there. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie, and that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now another carry here tonight for Gore. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hicks. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hicks. And this is going to be incomplete. They'll run it with Gore. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Operating from the gun, Hicks. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down. Operating from the gun, Hicks. And it's caught. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll leave him with third and a full yard to go. They'll run with Pearman. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Gore. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. This is Pearman. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They scored.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
They'll look to throw. He shakes him off, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point try.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st down, Lawrence. He finds his man complete. That's Flynn. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. The pass caught by Olave. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. Back to throw. Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Russell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now we've
got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Olave over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
10 more there and another first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. On first down, it's Russell, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
From 8 yards out.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So that one a 13-play drive in total. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, Hicks. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Gore out of the shotgun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
Back to throw.
Hicks.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now Washington down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 2-point conversion mixed in there as well. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. But it looked like Washington got it back, and indeed they did. It remains Commanders football. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. He's got his target. It's Olave. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up.
And this one's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Lawrence going to throw again. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he is going to have a Washington 1st down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Flynn. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the 2nd half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Eagles, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.